Good evening everyone and welcome back to the match on WWE 2K25. This one is our 10-man Next Generation Gauntlet match. We have got 10 guys all ranging between 20 and 30 years of age in a 10-person gauntlet match. 2 superstars will begin. Every 30 seconds another one will enter, up until 8 in the ring at once, of course. Eliminations can happen by pinfall or submission only inside the ring, and the match will continue until one person remains. Of course, ranking points are up for grabs here as well. 1 point for every elimination you gain, minus a point for being eliminated, and a bonus point for the winner. So who is the unlucky man that has drawn number 1 in this gauntlet match? It's going to be... Okay, it's Yota Tsuji. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I'm going to go for it. He is actually the oldest man in this match, aged at 30 years of age. This is actually a really good core as well, I'm pretty sure. Which was interesting because he's the only version of this guy on Community Creation. So for it to be a good one is actually really useful. So I'm really happy about that, to be honest. But yeah, 30 years of age is the oldest man in this match. He has already wrestled for us once back in 2023 where he was on the losing side of that one. So he's -1 after 1 match at the moment. Otherwise known as the Red Undertaker. And the unlucky man then to draw number 2 in this situation. It is gonna be... Oh, there's the hook. The hook signal has been raised. 25-year-old Hook from AEW is next. He has had 2 matches in the past. Currently sits on 0. 1 match in 2021, which he lost, and 1 match in 2023, which he drew. He drew? 1 match that he won, which means that he's currently on 0. But I can't talk anymore. I've gone mad here. Right, let's get this match underway. That was some creepy eye stuff going on there by Tsuji, but we're underway now. Hook, of course, a submission and suplex specialist up against Yota Tsuji, who I know not much or anything about, to be honest, including how to pronounce his name. So, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? But it is Tsuji now with the control. Just booted into the side of the head, but Hook is up and using his suplexes. As the countdown timer begins already for number 3 in this match. And we are representing AEW, Ring of Honor, New Japan and CMLL in this match, so it could be quite a lot of different names. We shall find out very shortly when this person does slide into the ring. Oh, it's Atlantis Jr., who is 26 years of age. Has had 2 matches so far in a Universe mode, both in 2024. And currently sits on -1. So, I mean, all 3 of these people so far that have entered this match will be desperate for a few points. All sort of just bouncing around the sort of lower levels. And will all be hoping to be a hell of a lot higher than this, if they can be. As the countdown begins once again, waiting for number 4 in this match. It's Nick Wayne. Okay, Nick Wayne is in the match. He is the youngest man in the match at 20 years of age. Insane ability for a 20-year-old, isn't it, really? And he has only ever had 1 match on Universe mode before and sits on a -1. That's a bit of a shame. Only 1 match so far. See if we can fix that. Give him some more matches. There's just so much stuff going on already. I don't think we've got any space to squeeze him in, to be honest. No, I don't think there is anywhere to squeeze him in anymore. I mean, it is what it is. He'll get plenty of opportunities. His ripe age, he'll get loads of opportunities. In at number 5, that is Narita, who is 26 years of age and who has wrestled once before in SWE back in 2023 and was on the winning side of that match. So he's on a +1 after 1 match. So none of these guys are really like highly rated at this point in time, which is good. That's what we need. We need to be utilising these people more often and letting them showcase their ability and move around the ranking system as they should do. Let that cream rise, as we always say. Or as I always say, and you guys probably hate me for. Right then, number 6 is entering the match soon. Already Some fast-moving stuff going on this one. It's Tiger Style Lee Moriarty at number 6. He is 29 years of age. And he currently sits on 0 after 4 matches, mainly because of having such a good year this year. I believe he won a triple threat match against Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia back at All In, which has given him those 3 points. Before then, he was -3. He had 1 match in 2021, which he lost, 1 match in 2022 that he lost, 1 match in 2023 that he lost, but then gained all those points back this year just with that big triple threat victory. Number 7 next then, as Narita now going to the pin on Atlantis Jr. Nick Wayne going straight after. That's Red Death, Daniel Garcia, 25 years of age, number 7 in this match. And in the ranking system, Daniel Garcia currently +4 from 8 matches. So the highest rated so far in our ranking system. I feel like this should be a tournament as well. I think the Next Generation tournament is definitely something we should be doing as an annual thing. Again, though, tournaments are a sore subject at the moment because I keep talking about doing them and I haven't done them yet. So, you know, it is what it is. Look at the knee in the face by Narita on Daniel Garcia. This is number 8 now making his way to the ring. And that is Wheeler Yuta. Wheeler Yuta currently on 0 points after 7 matches, and he is aged 27. That's one for old ChatGPT soon, and I'll have to ask them, like, to give me a list of the 32 best wrestlers under the age of 20 and see what it comes back with. Atlantis Jr. with a pin attempt on Daniel Garcia. So we still have 2 more people left to enter this match. But neither of them will do until we get an elimination because of the limit of 8 people in the ring at once, which is a massive advantage to those 2 people, as Nick Wayne there with a pin attempt on Tsuji. Daniel Garcia now taking up Atlantis Jr. reverses it into a bulldog. Yota Tsuji now going to take Nick Wayne, wrenches the arm back behind his head. Atlantis now fighting back with the elbows into the face. And now Moriarty going to go for the dive straight through the Lope. Suicida through the bottom and middle rope. Narita locking in the submission hold on Atlantis Jr., who's able to break free. Nick Wayne launching the kendo stick at... Oh, lovely. Narita's actually really impressing me here today. We don't really see much of him. He's only ever had 1 match in the past, but his moveset's been pretty fun and interesting. But Daniel Garcia now with a brainbuster on Narita. Garcia now launching the kendo stick at Moriarty. Launches him in with a German suplex. Garcia bringing Tsuji back up to a standing base. I see they're linking Garcia with joining. I quite like this with the Death Riders, though. It needs a bit of a freshen up, and they're sort of trying to bring in the likes of Daniel Garcia and Chris Statlander at the moment by the looks of it with storyline. Be interested if those things do happen or whether things change. I don't know, but it'd be nice to get a bit of freshness in that group. Oh, almost lost my clipboard then. Garcia now with a gutbuster on Wheeler Yuta. Lovely drop kick there now by Tsuji. Big spear. Yeah, I bet there'd be some really good ones because look at the Next Gen tournament again because of WWE as well. I bet there's a lot of young people there. Yota Tsuji now taking down Wheeler Yuta. Backing away into the corner. He's lining up Yuta for something. It's a big running forearm into the back of their head. And now it's Atlantis now going after him. And look at the submission hold. Interesting. It's like a torture rack. And did Yuta just tap? No, Yuta was able to break free. Okay. Tsuji now on the shoulder of Nick Wayne. Nick Wayne fighting back with the elbows. Hook now. There's the submission, the headlock in with a punch in the head. Still these final 2 people to enter the match have got a massive advantage here because everyone else is utilizing a lot of their energy and a lot of their momentum, a lot of their stamina. And when these final 2 enter, it's going to be very easy for them just to pick off everything, really. I mean, I know who the final 2 are because I've got the list in front of me who was in this match. just so I can remember the ages of people, but they are laughing in this one. Hook now sending Narita into the corner. Atlantis Jr. has a steel chair right across the face of Wheeler Yuta. Tsuji fighting that chair away from Atlantis. Hook now with a kendo stick. Taking down Atlantis. On Hook now with a kendo stick between the eyes of Daniel Garcia. Wayne now with a kick right in the face of Narita. Garcia, lovely Saito suplex. Yeah, I bet you've got other ones. Like Leon Slater is probably under... How old is Leon Slater? I bet he's pretty young, isn't he? Leon Slater's also 20 years of age, so that's another one who would be perfect fit for this competition. Umino now with the German into the clothesline. Atlantis Jr. launching Hook. Submission locked in by Wheeler Yuta on Moriarty was not enough. Wheeler Yuta now. Lovely butterfly suplex. And then a German suplex as well there on Ren Narita. There's a pin. I think that was from the German suplex. The referee is obsessed with showing... Well, the cameraman's obsessed with showing us Hook instead, but there you go. Atlantis now. Lovely roll through on Tsuji. There's the pin. Only a 1 count. Who are the best 32 wrestlers in the world under the age of 30? Boom. I've asked it. Okay. Pin attempt now by Ren Narita here on Hook. So the best 30. Okay, Dominic Mysterio, MJF, Takeshita, Jack Perry, Carl Fletcher, Daniel Garcia, Umino, Bron Breakker, Kia Mia, never really heard of. Vikinho, Austin Theory, Hook, Máscara, Dorada, Wheeler Yuta, Logan Paul, Aoyagi, Gabe Kidd, Shun Skywalker, Dragon Lee, Yuma Anzai, never heard of him either. Obafemi, Carmelo Hayes, Nick Wayne, Rush Jr. Okay, that's Rush's son. Okay. Ren Narita, Yamura, Anthony Agogo, Blake Christian, Jordan Oliver, Nathan Fraser, Lee Moriarty, and Yota Tsuji. Okay. So there's a lot there. Yuta now with the backbreaker. Still no eliminations in this match, which is insane so far. And I know I'm going to get people taking the piss out of me for talking about more competitions, even after we haven't done the one I originally promised to do recently. But there you go. It will happen, I promise. I think we need a Next Generation Championship is what we need as well. And again, I know you're going to take the piss. Too many championships. I know. We could do it. We could do the opposite side. We could do a plus 65 one as well. And, oh, nope. Still no eliminations. It looked like potentially a submission there. That is the first one. That was Ren Narita has eliminated Wheeler Yuta. Okay. Finally. Surprisingly, though, I thought Wheeler Yuta was going to do pretty well in this one. He entered at number 8. He was the last person to enter at this point in time. Of course, there's still 2 more to come. As now Atlantis Jr. with Hook in the submission. And Hook is able to break free. And now Hook locking in the submission. But Tsuji's able to break free. So once Wheeler Yuta has left the arena, we will find out who number 9 is going to be in this match, as Narita once again going with a pin, this time on Tsuji. And he's got another one. Okay. I said I was impressed with Ren Narita, and he's only got to get himself 2 eliminations off the back, which means now we do have space for the final 2 people to enter, and you've got to feel like the final 2 people have got to be the massive favourites. with the way this match has gone and how tired these original 6 wrestlers that are left are going to be, it seems obvious that the final 2 are going to be fighting for the victory, in my opinion. Moriarty now locked in the submission here by Atlantis Jr. He breaks free. Red Narita flattens Hook now. Atlantis with a pin on Moriarty. And he's gone. Moriarty eliminated by Atlantis Jr. And here we go. Number 9 about to enter the match. Atlantis jumps out of the German suplex by Garcia, then avoids whatever Hook was going for, then drops Hook with a Death Valley driver. Red Narita taking Garcia up. Garcia rolls him through. In at number 9, making his debut in SWE, is Shota Umino. 26 years of age from New Japan. Is he the one who, I should know this really, shouldn't I? Who was essentially one of the members of, not the Death Riders, but the Blackpool Combat Club. He was the one that Moxley had under his wing, wasn't it? Roughneck. I just remember Moxley having him under his wing. Is that the right one? Yes, okay, it was. Okay, yeah. I was right. Submission locked in again here by Atlantis Jr. as we get the 10th and final entrant into the match, and it's going to be 21-year-old representing CMLL. He's had a decent week already. It is Máscara Dorada. Big opportunity for him now. Enter at number 10 to have a fantastic time in this match. Máscara Dorada currently sits on -1 after 4 matches, so it's his chance to get a few points here and really build himself up, as Hook with a big uppercut to the back of the head of Garcia. Ren Narita once again with a pin, this time on Umino, as Atlantis just flattens the back of the calf of Ren Narita. That's really painful, that one. Really painful. Big back elbows there by Umino, and a Hook now locking in the Tasmission, or the Red Rum, on Daniel Garcia. And Garcia's gone. Daniel Garcia is eliminated by a Hook. Máscara Dorada now with a pin attempt on Atlantis Jr. He's got him. Atlantis Jr. is gone. Eliminated by Máscara Dorada. And then there were 4. Hook. No, there's 5. Hook, Nick Wayne, Ren Narita, Shota Umino, and Máscara Dorada. Nick Wayne now with a big knee strike in the face. Umino and Dorada will fancy themselves as the favourites, as they should do, because of how little time they've been in the match compared to the rest. And really, I don't know what the best thing is to do here for them, whether they avoid each other and just pick off the rest and just come and fight each other at the end, or whether they try and pick each other off now because they know that they are the biggest threat at this point in time. Pin attempt now by... Ren Narita's part of House of Torture. I didn't realise that. Have I got him in that match next week? I have, okay. Ren Narita's got a match next week as well, okay. He's part of the War Games with Mr. Brody Lee, Evil, Uno, Stu Grayson, Preston Vance, the Dark Order, taking on House of Torture, Evil, Sanada, Ren Narita, and Yujiro Takahashi. Happy accident there. Hook now fighting away Narita. Nick Wayne going after Máscara Dorada with those big strikes across the chest. I feel like I want to put Nick Wayne into another match now, but there's not really anywhere for him to go. That makes sense anyway. I mean, I could squeeze him in another match for the sake of it, but there's nothing that really makes sense from at this point in time. As the Red Rum locked in again there by a Hook. This time on Shota Umino, and Nick Wayne now trying to steal the pin. Máscara Dorada taking the chair away from Hook. And he's got it. Wow, Hook has just eliminated Umino. Okay. Was not expecting that. I thought Umino was going to walk this one. Well, Umino and Máscara Dorada. And this is Dorada's opportunity, taking down Hook. And Hook is gone. Máscara Dorada with his second elimination of the match. And then there were 3. Máscara, Dorada, Nick Wayne, Ren, Narita. Narita now with a pin on Máscara, Dorada. Only a 2 count. It's interesting. This was not expecting... Wow. I was not expecting Nick Wayne and Ren Narita, who both entered number 4 and number 5 respectively, to be in this match at this point in time. I really thought it would end up being the 3 most recent ones out. That's what it has been. That's what's happened most of the time when we've done these sort of gauntlet matches. Maybe keeping it down at 10 people for a change is actually pretty decent. Ah, okay. You know what? This could work. You know what? I believe that the main man at MZK has given me an idea. He's given me an idea. Okay, it's fine. Nick Wayne now with a powerbomb. Pops up Dorada in with the knee strike into the face. And Ren Narita with the big uppercut to the back of the head. Alright, big opportunity now for Ren Narita, the one man in control, working over Máscara, Dorada. There's the pin. Only a 2 count. Only a 1 count even. Yeah, I keep doing these matches with so many people, like 30-man gauntlets. They take ages and they're a bit of a mess. But maybe if we keep it down to the likes of 10, 15 people, it could work out a lot more effective. Ren Narita once again. Now the pin on Nick Wayne. And, oh, it's only a 2 count. Ren Narita's been very impressive so far in this match, though, I must admit. Máscara, Dorada now working over Nick Wayne. When you think of Nick Wayne versus Máscara, Dorada, you don't think of ground and pound and technical wrestling, do you, really? Narita now with the elbows in the gut of Máscara, Dorada. Ren Narita now spins him around into a stunner. Was that onto the knee? I couldn't even tell, to be honest. Nick Wayne now spinning forearm attempted. Wasn't able to get it. Went for the uppercut. Narita fighting back with a strike into the gut. Lovely launching suplex, sending him across the ring. And there he goes. We're down to... Ren Narita's been very impressive. Very, very impressive. Ren Narita now with 3 eliminations in this match. Máscara, Dorada with 2 eliminations. One of these 2 is also going to get the point for the win as well, which is going to be an insane amount of points for them. Someone's walking out of this with a +4. Narita with the X Factor. He's going to pull this off, isn't he? Oh, it's only a 2 count. Wow. Wow, we were. Narita had the steel chair. Dorada caught him, though. Drop kick into the back of their head. Dorada now sending Narita to the outside. And went for the big dive. Oh, my God. Out he goes. Narita now coming down with the strikes. Narita now sending Máscara, Dorada back into the ring, heading up to the top. Dorada is struggling himself back up to the feet. Narita, oh, look at that kick. Beautiful, right between the eyes. Swinging the steel chairs. Máscara, Dorada springs off now into a cutter onto the steel chair. Máscara, Dorada now dragging Narita back into the middle of the ring. Máscara, Dorada now looking for... There it is, the Mexican Destroyer. He's got to go for the pin. You've got to go for it, lad. What's he doing? What's he doing? Come on. Máscara, Dorada now backing away to the corner. And dives in with that big drop kick. Wow, beautiful. Nice German suplex. And he's now up on top. Look at that 450. Beautiful. There it is for the 1, the 2, and a free Máscara. Dorada picks up the win. I mean, it was expected when he entered number 10 that he was going to get the win, but I'll be honest, Narita really took it to the distance, and it really could have gone a different way. So with that then, Máscara Dorada picks up a +4 from this match alone, which is amazing for him. I'll tell you what, the female version, I've just asked ChatGPT for 16 females under the age of 30, and we get Toni Storm, Rhea Ripley, Maria May, Chris Statlander, Jordan Grace, Tiffany Stratton, Roxanne Perez, Utami Hayashishita, Julia Hart, Jamie Hayter, Starlight Kid, Azumi, Julia, Cora Jade, Sky Blue, and Billy Starks, which is really, really good. Okay. Well, I think the next generation is definitely something we must have to have a look at in the future. I'm wondering whether the tournament's the best idea or whether we just do it as a normal weekly show and do a tournament as part of the weekly show. I don't know, to be honest. I'm still undecided the best way of doing it, but either way, that is it for this one. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, hit the like and subscribe with the good stuff, and I'll see you again later. We have one more match to knock out before the pay-per-view, and that will be Hulk Hogan versus Tatsumi Fujinami. You've got to get a Hulk Hogan match in because for some reason he'll get massive, massive views. And then later on this evening, we will have the pay-per-view. We'll have the Cruiserweight Championship, Jushin Liger, Sammy Guevara, and Mystico all challenge Will Ospreay. Tag team action as the Cosmic Angels, Tam Nakano, Mina Shirakawa take on Sky Blue and Julia Hart, and Olympia and Hira, as well as Athena and Billy Starks. The Steiner brothers take on Mizawa and Kenta Kobashi in a tag team match. Io Sky challenges Julia for the SW Women's Championship. The Death Riders, John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, and Pac face off against the Bullet Club War Dogs. Gabe Kidd, Clark Connors, David Finlay, and Robbie X in a War Games match. Tomohiro Ishii, Katsuyori Shibata, Minoru Suzuki, hard-hitting multi-man triple threat before the main event of the evening, Malachi Black versus Bryan Danielson for the SWE World Heavyweight Championship. Good night, God bless, I'll be to say, like, subscribe, I'll see you later, and bye-bye.